Hey, so welcome to another hoof trimming video. My name's Kenny Johnson. This is Blackjack. He's a 20-year-old Tennessee Walker. He has a few things going on with his front feet. When we pulled the shoes off of him several years ago, probably 12, 13 years ago, he had severe contraction in his heels. And just recently, about 16, 17 months ago, he suffered a laminitis episode, which was pretty severe. And thanks to the diligent efforts of his owner and her quick intervention, he pulled through that with flying colors. So essentially today I want to show you on Blackjack the maintenance trim on a post-laminitic hoof. Okay? So, start with the left front. And this is our critical evaluation time when we're picking out the hoof. We're not just cleaning it, we're getting a sense of where this hoof has gone in the past 3 weeks. We trim this horse every 3 weeks. Keep on a pretty tight schedule with him to keep him going in the right direction. He is used for trail riding, and Dina uses boots. The owner, Dina, uses boots as needed. Oftentimes he can go without boots, actually, because he's grown such a tough little hoof here. Not a textbook hoof, but he doesn't know any better. He thinks it's perfect. So we've got a slight imbalance. We've got some height on the outer heel here. The frog actually looks great. We're going to leave that alone today. It does not need trimming. And based on my assessment with the hoof pick, there's hardly any chalky material back here at the heel today, so we're just going to leave that alone. Anytime you can leave any good stuff on, you want to go ahead and do that. Don't take it off just for the sake of taking it off. Remove what you need to, leave what you need to. Leave the good stuff. So we're going to lower this outside heel a little bit. And the key to a maintenance trim on a laminitic horse is actually keeping those heels as low as the horse will allow, okay? That's the fine line, that's the balancing act you have to walk, is finding out where those heels can be. What that does is it sets up that coffin bone and the lamina on the interior structures to grow down more tightly from the coronary band. Okay? Right now we're putting a slight arch into the quarters. This interior heel, we don't want to do a whole lot to that. Reason being, we've got a little dirt line right here that we want to preserve just a bit of that height above the sole, because this sole has actually toughened up. Normally when I come to trim this horse, there's a very chalky area back here at the seat of corn, which is right here. But today, this horse, he's different every time I trim him, which is good. He's reacting to the trim. But we have a very tight, good area there. We want to preserve that. He's exfoliating that on his own in a good way. So we're going to preserve that. Let's give him a rest real quick. He's asking. And that's another key to dealing with these horses that have some issues going on. When they ask you for a rest, give them a rest. You'll get done a lot quicker and with a lot less stress to both of you if you take a few seconds in between. So now he's willing to give the foot back. Now we're going to assess our balance one more time. We are almost there. Still got a few more swipes on this heel to get it balanced. Medial lateral. There we go. Okay. So essentially, this is what I like to see on a maintenance trim. We didn't touch the sole, except for a little bit seat of corn. The frog is looking fantastic. We have nice collateral groove depth. And we're actually building in some sole because he's achieved a little bit of collateral groove depth at the apex of the frog. What does that tell you? It tells you somewhat, it gives you an idea of the position of the coffin bone inside this hoof capsule. Okay, we can go into that in detail on the website and what all, but yeah, we've got probably 3 to 4 millimeters of collateral groove depth at the apex of the frog, which is awesome for this horse. So we're going to give him a little rest again. Basically, to finish up this trim, we're almost done. We're going to remove some of that wall at the toe and bring it forward. Take off a tiny little bit of flare that I'm seeing right here and a little bit of flare at the front, and that's going to be it. Simple. Took a long road to get to this maintenance trim point, but like I said, the owner was absolutely fantastic in her treatment of this horse, and with some proper movement, diet changes, and trimming, he was able to come through with flying colors. So we're going to ask for this foot one more time, real quickly. Remove some toe wall. He has a tight. The reason I know I can take this hoof wall off safely is he has actually grown in a very, very tight white line compared to what he used to have. Is this perfect? Is this textbook? No. It's probably 2 to 3 millimeters long, but in the past we were talking this much extension out on the toe wall with a lamellar wedge. So, excuse me, we're going to make a vertical cut, preserving the height of the hoof wall, yet removing the length, okay? Very simple. I'm not sure if you can hear that on the video, but you hear a nice little click when we go through the hoof wall. That tells me that's healthy, tough, hard horn that's been grown in. So we're going to swing around and go to the front and complete our work on this toe. Then we're going to pull it up and do the bevel, and this foot's done. Okay?